Thank you for tuning in to the 2025 World Crokinole Championships quarterfinal round. In this matchup, we have Eric Mammen on your left. He plays second in the Charleston Doubles and U.S. Open alongside Ian Shaw. And up against him, the infamous Justin Slater, five-time World Crokinole Champion, looking for his sixth title. The one note I'll make, you'll notice on the player stat cards, the 20s average is a lot lower than the other players. That's because this is not open 20s. This is 20s scored overall out of all their shots. With that out of the way, this will be a best 2 of 3 games, each game being a race to 5 points. Final check-in with the ref, Eric with the first shot of this match. We'll wait till the players are set. We see the final nod, Mammen to start. Coming up a little bit short backboard for Slater, which he converts on. Both these players made it through the round of 32, being the top 2 in their respective pools, and are here now in the quarterfinal round. Whoever wins this will go on to play Sean Haggerty in the semifinals. This is, I believe, for Eric Mammen, the first time attending the World Crokinole Championships. And in contrast, Justin Slater, a veteran player here. So far, putting up a great match, only one missed shot. Unfortunately, Slater with no missed shots. Up to 720s, best Mammen can do is tie. Hoping for an invalid shot out of Slater. Does not get it, a perfect round to start off this match. Justin Slater came to play. Slater going up 2 points on the scoreboard as we go into the second round. Mammen with the hammer. And we are right back to the races. Yet to see a miss out of Justin. Heard him say before he was coming to win another title. And it looks like he certainly meant it. You'll see in the background the other quarterfinal matches going on right now. Andrew Hutchinson versus Connor Ryman. Nice 20 from Slater. Devin Fortino, Jeremy Tracey, Jason Bierling, and Sean Haggerty. All those matches are out now. If you want to see a miss out of Slater, this is Mammen's opportunity to get back in this round. Nice follow through. And it comes down to these final 2 shots for each player. Oh! A miss out of Mammen. Backboard opportunity for Slater up the line. He doesn't get it. Mammen needs this to tie the round. Can he do it? And he does. That is a tie. Going 3-1. Mammen now on the scoreboard. See that beautiful follow through to get him back in the round. And that final backboard there. Missed opportunity from Slater, which costed him 1 point in the second round. Mammen to open up. Slater with the hammer going into the third round. Oh, Mammen comes up short on his second shot. Slater unable to convert. Bit of pressure on Mammen now with play on the board. And we haven't seen a lot of it yet this match, but we know that Slater is such a defensive player, so most likely to switch to the defensive now. Getting just in front of the center hole. Mammen pushing for a follow-through. Doesn't get it. Oh, Slater comes a little bit close. Could be a 20 opportunity here for Mammen. Unable to get it. Misses by centimeters. Slater just rolling away. Getting in front of that post. Mammen switching sides of the board now. Going for the other red button in play. Oh! Doesn't get the off. That could be costly this late stage. Oh, Slater drops a 20. Yeah, not a lot that Mammen can do here at this point. He needs an off and a 20 for sure. And then a miss out of Slater. He needs a lot of things to go right for him and a lot of things to go wrong for Slater to get back in this round. Oh! Oh! At the very least, Slater needs to shoot, but all he needs is a valid shot, and he gets it, giving Slater the first game of this quarterfinal. Man, oh man. What a final shot, a double and a 20 to finish the round. Not quite enough to get back into it, but still. See players switch sides of the board now. Mammen started the first game So Slater will start the second, giving Mammen the first hammer. A lot of pressure on Mammen now. He needs to win 2 games in a row if he wants to make it past this quarterfinal round. But still, we saw him making some great shots, so I would say he's most certainly not out of it. And we're waiting. Looks like that is the opening shot for Slater, coming up short, an initial backboard for Mammen. Nice shot. See a few familiar faces in the background watching Fred Slater. Of course, Justin Slater's doubles partner. They play second in the World Crokinole Championship doubles. Oh, a miss out of Mammen, going a little bit long. And Slater with a nice little follow through, putting the pressure on right away. Mammen unfazed though. And we're down to a straight 20s race in the later half of this round. Oh, Slater coming up short again. Not close enough for a 20, so we'll most likely see Mammen switch to more defensive playing. Hits and sticks in that spot. Bit of a longer follow through for Justin if he wants a 20. He could also wait for a better opportunity, but with so few shots left, he goes for it. Doesn't get it. Mammen now might be tempted to go for 20 here, but more likely than not going to play defensively. We're down to his final 2 shots, so he wants to make sure he can cinch these first 2 points of the second game. Oh, and you hear the crowd. What a nice unintentional shot. Mammen just needs a valid shot, and he gets it. Mammen taking the first 2 points of the second game. See that? I want to see that bounce 20. We see that nice follow through from Slater to start it off. And here it is, yeah. Unintentional, but that sealed the round for him. Eric Mammen is from the Greater Boston Crokinole Club, one of the many American representatives here at the World Crokinole Championships. If you want to learn more about that fantastic group, the Greater Boston Crokinole Club, you can check out their Facebook page. The link is in the description below. Slater with the hammer, and we haven't seen a miss out of anybody yet. Speaking of American players representing here today, we see Mark Ponzio in the background, head of the Brooklyn Crokinole Club. We saw him in the top 12 for the World Crokinole doubles. So a lot of representation from the US of A. As Slater comes up short, backboard opportunity. Mammen capitalizes. Up 2 20s now. Slater lips out again. Mammen with a beautiful roll away. All but sealing this round. Unless Slater can get back in. In on that spot. Yeah, not too much to do there. I think even if, as long as Mammen doesn't drop a 20 for Slater, he'll be more than okay. Yeah, even that, there's nothing Slater can do, even with a 20. It's a tough go, but nonetheless, Mammen going up 4-0, 1 point away from winning the second game and bringing this quarterfinal match to a third game to determine who moves on to the semifinals. Saw that nice roll away that really clinched it. Slater to open up the third round of the second game. Oh, Mammen going long. And Slater pulling it back ever so slightly. Maybe not enough. We're going to see Mammen go for the 20. Doesn't get it. Slater rolling even further away this time. That is a beautiful spot. No 20s here for Mammen. He's just going to try to find a better spot for it. Oh, rolling to the outside. See Slater switching, catching a post, forcing Mammen to peel, opening up the board for a 20. This will be a big advantage for Slater to have. Now all Mammen can do is hope for a mistake out of Slater, not himself, as he goes long on that shot. Slater looks like he was pushing to get it in front of that post. Did a pretty good job. Oh, no! Mammen lips over the center hole, leaves another open 20 for Slater, which he capitalizes on. Shots inconsequential at this point. Slater's taken the third round of this game. He'll be on the scoreboard for Game 2. Might see a fancy shot from Mammen to wrap it up. Almost another double and a 20. Not enough, though. Slater, 4-2 on the board now. Mammen opening up with a 20. Oh! a very rare, looked like almost a misfire out of Slater as he comes up very short, pretty much on the 10 line. Slight advantage for Mammen to start. And Slater, deciding his best angle, gets a 20. And we are right back to the races. Mammen going a little bit long. Advantage to Slater now. So he pulls play back very well to his side of the board. Mammen will be trying to pull play back. Almost gets a 20. Unfortunately, a lot of the time, an almost 20 is a great opportunity for your opponent. Oh! Slater unable to capitalize. Opportunity pass back to Mammen. Oh! An unfortunate roll on the far side of the board. Mammen will be forced to peel if he wants any shot of winning this round. Yeah, because again, Mammen is playing against a hammer, so Slater would be content to play out there. And that's a death trap of Slater, because if you leave him an open board, he is most likely dropping a 20. Mammen comes up short, and that's all she wrote. Final shot's inconsequential just for the 20s count. Slater tying it up 4-4. This next round's going to be a critical one. Whoever wins this round really determines what happens. If Slater wins, he moves on to the semifinals. If Mammen wins, he extends this out to a third game and has a shot at moving on. Slater missing on his first shot. Mammen rolling away. 20 chance for Slater. Brings it in, but not close enough. Oh, rolling to the outside. Slater bringing it back in very nicely. Now, Mammen has a decision. He could play to the center. Could try to pull that back even more, so Slater's forced to peel. By that I mean catch a post off that one in the 15 and pull his back. Looks like that's what he's going for. Stays right on the line. Slater with a bit of a tricky shot. He doesn't want to take off his own on the outside, I figure. But this is what he needs to do to get play back to the center. Very nice. His side of the board now. Looks like Mammen's going to play to that piece closer to him. Very wisely. Slater trying to peel, and I can't tell where that is. It seems Mammen can't either. Player's taking a look. This could determine the game here. Slater getting up. Oh, getting a second opinion now? Because if that's on, then Mammen can play to that and extend play out even further. We're getting a ref in on this action. Pulling out the flashlight. Because again, it's not from the top down that you look to see if it's touching the line. Because if so, from our view, it looks like it is. It's from the bottom of the piece, which is why they bring out the flashlight. They're going to see, and it's so tough to tell from this angle. But we get the ref's final call, which is that is in. It is not touching the line, which means Mammen can extend play even further. Taking a second. That's unfortunate. You know Slater wanted to peel that. But Mammen here, yeah, just extends it even further. And Slater for sure will not make that mistake. Oh! It's still in! And Mammen's going to be more than content to just stay right there in that spot where it's really tough for Slater to get at it. Oh, beautiful. I think that's dead center in the 5. Slater finally gets the peel that he wants. But he only has one more shot to get back in this round. Oh! Oh, you saw it bounce out. That was his chance, but with that, Mammen has tied it up 1 game apiece. Oh, and you saw that Slater almost had it. He almost extended it, but not quite enough. A little bit too much power on that shot. What a round. And you saw it came down to the ref coming over with a flashlight to verify one piece. What a game. And this is the one and only game that made it to a third round, or a third game. Every other one was somebody won 2 games and moved on to the semifinals. It all comes down to this match. Mammen opens it up. Slater with the first hammer. Both players completely dialed in now. Oh! Mammen capitalizing on that mistake. Slater going long again. And Eric now playing defense. Jeez Louise, what a game. Slater trying to pull it closer. Could be a 20 opportunity for Eric. He'd be fighting for it, so I don't think that's what he's going to go for. Unorthodox way to pull play away, but nonetheless, nothing for Slater to work with here. Slater doing a good job pulling play back, and we're seeing this game of cat and mouse. Mammen doing everything he can to keep Slater away from any 20 opportunities, and Slater trying to get it back to spots he can at least work with it. Oh, Mammen really close to the center. We've seen Slater hit these follow-throughs, and he does it again. So good with those. I think that's an underrated shot that Slater has in the bag, and we don't see it too common. But those short little follow-throughs comes up short. Inconsequential at this point. Mammen is taking the first round of Game 3. Bouncing out. We're going to see some replays. I want to see that follow-through again because Slater is so deadly at it. Yeah, that push right there. We've seen him hit it time and time again. Not enough for this particular round. Slater to open up with a 20. We'll see who we get the first miss out of. It doesn't seem like either player has been particularly dominant in the 20s race. Slater coming up short. Mammen unable to capitalize, but now with a slight advantage. Pressure on Slater. Coming up really short. A nicer backboard for Mammen. Now up in the cup and with hammer. Slater going long. This could be a problem that he needs to sort out. Just losing those open 20s a little bit. If he can't get dialed back into those, it could be a problem because Mammen is certainly on. And we saw Slater come in strong with a perfect round to this quarterfinal match, but saw him miss a few there. We'll see if he's able to rein that back in for however long this game extends. Nice 20 from Slater. Doesn't get the off, though, which could be costly. Yeah, Mammen makes that costly. That black piece is right in front of a post. Justin getting pretty close to the outside. We'll most likely see Mammen pull play back. Taking his time. Oh, pushing in a little bit. This is Slater's do-or-die shot. Even if he gets off in a 20 off that, though, all Mammen would have to do is make a valid shot. And that's all she wrote. Mammen, 1 point away from moving on to the semifinals. And against a 5-time World Crokinole Champion. All he needs, even if he gets a tie, he will win this quarterfinal. But missing his first shot, Slater capitalizing on that backboard. Mammen missing again. And Slater, this time, rolling away from any 20 opportunities for Mammen. Mammen, long of the center. Slater with a chance to keep play back. Hitting and sticking. No, getting right in front of that post. What a nice roll. Mammen with a complete miss. Slater capitalizing with the open 20. Now up 2 in the cup and with hammer. Oh! Misfire again. At least that red piece is off the post. But Slater hitting that. Mammen needs 3 20s, and he needs Slater not to hit another one. And that does it. Slater now on the scoreboard in the 3rd game of this match. Coming up short, inconsequential, doesn't much matter. Players just getting through their shots now. Slater upping the 20s count. Now on the scoreboard, 4-2 now. Could see a comeback from Slater. A lot of pressure on Slater, though. His back is against the ropes as he comes or goes long. He goes long. He went long on that shot. I'm getting too excited. I'm losing my hold on the English language here. Nice 20 from Eric, capitalizing on that mistake. 20 from Slater, but play now on the board. Mammen with hammer, keeping play to his side. Slater hitting and sticking. Might be waiting for a better opportunity, but might be a 20 here for Mammen. Nope, he pulls it back. More on the defensive now. Most probably wisely. Slater with a nice pull. But now that could be a nicer 20 for Mammen. And we'll see if he goes for it. Oh, he went for it. And now setting Slater up with that close 20 opportunity. Oh! doesn't get it. Passes it right back. A misfire out of Mammen. Oh no. Slater, if he gets his 20, very well done. Pushes his own piece out of the way. So now Mammen has to work to get to the inside. I don't know if that was fully intentional. I think he did mean to hit his own piece, so Mammen wasn't set up for a 20. And now we're out here. Mammen trying to get a hide. Slater doing a great job going through Hogan's alley. Again in that perfect spot for Mammen. But Slater completely unfazed. This is do or die for Mammen. If he can get a tie here, if he gets the off in the 20, he will win this match and move on to the semifinals. Can he do it? Oh! You saw Slater gave a nod to that because it was close. It was kind of on line. But yeah, Slater got that 20 and was just unfazed by the defensive attempts of Mammen. Some great hides by Mammen too. We are down to what could be the final round. This is the last quarterfinal match going on. Slater right away to the defense. Mammen loses his shooter. Open 20 opportunity for Slater. He gets it. Pressure on Mammen to get back in now. This is for all the marbles. Slater pulling play back. Mammen forced to peel. Another open 20 opportunity for Slater. And he gets it. Halfway through the shots. Oh, going long. And Slater getting it right in front of a post. This could be it. Could be seeing a great comeback from Slater here. Going from 4-0 to winning the third game and in turn the quarterfinal round. 2 pieces on, up 2 20s. Mammen needs this. Oh! And that does it. Slater has won this quarterfinal match at the World Crokinole Championships. You hear the applause. This was the final match. Slater will be moving on to the semifinals to play against Sean Haggerty. Those semifinal matches will be coming out soon to you. I don't know which order we'll be putting those out in yet, but it's going to be Andrew Hutchinson versus Devin Fortino and Justin Slater versus Sean Haggerty, so stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to join the expanding Crokinole universe. My name is Garrett, and as always, happy flicking.